All right, boys, how's it going? Okay, here is the lineup for tomorrow. Okay, this is how we're going to start. Okay, obviously everyone else be ready to go. Okay, the what we're going to work on. Okay, today is not much different than what we have been working on. So it's more about just film about us today. Okay, I just wrote down a few notes from the first half of SoCal Reds that I want to talk about. Okay, if you guys like this type of thing, like maybe this is something that you guys appreciate, that I go through the game and then cut it up and give you guys some ideas, then we can make this a regular thing where I do the full game and then just post it on YouTube, and then you guys can look back at it, and then we can still do our lineup part as well. Okay, so just let me know. Okay, if you guys like this, just give me feedback after this. Okay, in terms of our build and press, okay, it's going to be about the same. If we're the building team, okay, comes into here, okay, they're going to come in. They're going to come in. Okay, biggest thing here is, can we potentially use the keeper early? So if they're coming in and if we have no option, can we use the keeper before they get here? Okay, now this is going to be very much on. Okay, so finding ways. And guess what? If they overcommit, we can go long anyways. Okay, making sure these guys start narrow. What you guys saw was when they start narrow and we're able to get up, okay, they have to kind of sit back in a little bit more. Okay, great. And now we have more space, which means they follow. And now this gives space for even a midfielder to pop out. And if they do come, that's when we can get into there. Okay. Now, let's just say the wingers, these two outside backs stay. Well, that's silly because then we would go 3 versus 2. So then clearly you would just go long into them. Okay. Cade's be a little bit deeper than the wingers. So if you do win it, we can knock down and play. Okay. And then if we do, outside backs be ready to run on. Okay. In terms of the press, so let me reset this up. Once again, boys, if you have any questions, text me. I'll try to make another video. I'll either make another video or I will, or I'll just answer it, whichever way it goes. Okay, similar. We want to do the same thing. We want to cut off. We want to get here. Okay. We just want to be really aggressive here. Okay. We're going to leave this. Okay. We're going to be really aggressive, force them into one side. We're not going to let them out. Okay. Biggest thing here, if they drive, okay, winger is supposed to start inside, cut off that angle. Same thing with you as the 10. Okay. One thing I'm thinking about doing for the game. Okay. If they start breaking us in terms of the center backs, we might go 9-10 press. Okay, for now, we're going to stick to this. Okay, making sure you block the lane first. This person might jump off to here. No worries. That's why this person is kind of splitting the difference, because they can come and help press. And then obviously, if Cade loses, that means Cade's going to come back in, and that's when Rex would step out. Okay, this picture is absolutely okay still because we've blocked the lane. And even if it goes here, Rex still has enough time to get there. If he starts coming into here, this is when we have to start thinking about, okay, if he comes, how do we stop this? Okay. We still need Rex to come and pressure this if he's fully beaten Cade. Okay. Can we pick up the closest midfielder, leave the farthest one? Okay. And now these people just have to deal with a little bit of an overload for a little bit. And this is when you have to communicate to maybe if this is Miguel or Chimino, and that's when maybe they would start dropping off and we would just reset. And if they go back here, then we would just do our thing again. We'd get there. He would try to get here and we would reset again. So if they break it, it's fine. Okay. But for the most part, we do have to try to slow them down. Otherwise, guys, okay, kind of like we talked about defensively, we want to double down as much as we can. Okay. And then obviously be very, very smart defensively. Okay. Making sure you'll see in the film a couple of times when we press, we've done a good job at times, but we're swinging into things. We're making kind of silly errors in terms of what we want to do in terms of our defending, and so that's where we get caught out a little bit. Okay, getting into the film a little bit. Okay, just gonna look at a couple different clips. There's gonna be a little bit of everything in here. There's gonna be a little bit of build. There's gonna be a little bit of press, a little bit of attacking, a little bit of defending. Okay, if you're in the film, okay, don't get upset if you're in the film. Okay. Everyone's going to be in the film a little bit, at least from the half I took. Okay. Everyone's going to kind of be in it. Okay. And most of the time, if it's a mistake you made, it's because multiple people made this mistake. Okay. So don't feel like I'm singling you out. Okay. This is just for learning purposes. Okay. Usually the boys are not an issue with that, but just want to make sure that's clear before we start this. Okay. First one. Okay. Working on our build. Okay. We'll watch it go through a little bit and then I'll start talking. Okay, 9 comes in, fine, great. We play it, good. Okay, this is when potentially we can still use Roman here again. He's coming. Let's use Roman again because this person's starting to shift already. Okay, if we can find Roman early here, okay, potentially now we've negated this person because now they're kind of out of position. They're either going to have to drop off. If they do go hard to Joe, this outside back is wide open, guys. And so Nate, be calling for this. And then Seb, get closer into here. Get into this pivot. We might use you to go into Roman. So instead of hitting Joe here, because they're going to step to that, maybe use Roman. So good. We go back around. Okay, good. This person's wide open. And now Seb is coming in potentially to receive too. Great. Seb, if you're going to receive, we want to try to hit Yair here, force him back around. Okay, fine. He ends up going into Joe. This is where we're a little bit trapped. Okay. This is when for you, Nate, this is where I think this is decently safe. I would get higher. And now Joe can look, or sorry, Yair can look for this. Okay. Biggest thing for us here is we want to try to not overplay when we don't have to. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a little area. Nate, look for this space. Okay. By the way, this is Miguel. Okay. So Miguel dropped in. Miguel, stay higher, but I like what you're doing coming inside because now you've created a big hole for Nate. Okay. Fine. It goes out there. Since we play underneath, guys, now it's a pressing opportunity. In this moment where they've clearly stepped everyone, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. They've got 7 people. This is the moment to go long. Okay, this is the moment where we're okay with it going long now because they've brought numbers all over the place. Okay, let's look to get behind them. Let's look to get it into our 9s and deal with the pressure there. Okay, obviously it goes through. We lose the ball. We get luck. Well, we get a foul call against us. Okay, now we move on a little bit. Okay, let's hit here. Okay, they get a free kick. Biggest thing on the setup here for the free kick, guys. Okay, we need a person in this zone right here. So hopefully you guys can see my mouse. We need a person in this zone all the time. Okay, why? We've actually had a goal scored on us like this where they run someone into the zone. I call this zone 1. Someone needs to be in zone 1 all the time. Obviously, we're picking up players. So right here, I believe this is Damien. Damien, can you be the zone 1 here? Defend for us here. Okay. And now we're in a okay situation. Okay. Since we have 3 here, we should probably have one of these guys. So maybe even Diego or Damien stays here to help with this overload. And now we get maybe whoever this is, Chimino, to be this defender right here. Okay. This person doesn't have to be the biggest person. They just need to be someone to block the pass into that lane. Okay. It plays out. Not the best ball. As you can see, maybe that phase 1 person, that zone 1 person could win it. Good, fine. We do an okay job of getting it out. Okay, we do a good job, okay job here. Now, one thing I want to talk about defensively, obviously the ball is going out, so this is a little bit of a nitpick. But guys, can we open up our hips towards our defender in these moments? So when you face the ball, it's very difficult to see these people, and you'll see in different clips, okay, this is why we get caught so much, especially when we play the 09s, when they play a ball underneath right here and they score because we're not able to track our runners. Okay, we have to open up our hips so we can see the runner as well. Okay, building again. Okay, same thing. They're bringing the player. Can we put our foot on it? Maybe go back into Roman. Okay. Now we can maybe go back in. One thing I'll recommend for you guys is start wider as well. Okay. If we start a little bit wider in terms of our build, okay, it's a lot more running. And even so, say Yair gets it here and goes back into Roman. Now That's if he goes back into Roman, this person won't step to Roman because Joe is so far away. His job is Joe. Okay. So maybe having the center back start wider, and then Nate, you got to get into here. Okay. The reason why you got to get into here is because look at this player now. He's so close, he can almost help press now. Okay. We want to take him out of the equation. Same thing with you, Miguel. Get out of there. Take this person out of the equation. Okay, fine. We end up going long. That's the correct decision from Yair. Okay, there was nothing to play for. Okay, good decision. Okay, fine. Rex forces them back. Good. We should be all stepping as a team. Good. We look okay in this moment. Okay, this is Miguel. Miguel's got to get over. You guys can probably switch. I believe that's Miguel. Maybe it's someone else. We'll see in a second. Okay, fine. Rex is blocking off the lane. Good. Fine. Miguel is making his way over. Okay, we're okay in this moment. Chimino get a little bit more in here. That's fine, but you're actually in a decent position. You can still probably press this. Okay, good. Okay, this is the situation we want, guys. Now, I get it. This person is basically wide open, but we can't let this person run. I'd rather this person maybe get it than this person run. So when we leave it here, this person's just going to run right through us. So make him force the pass backwards. We can always press that still. We don't want them getting forwards on us like that. Okay, so start more central. Start more central, Miguel, and stay there. And stay there. Don't let him penetrate the middle. Okay, we want to protect middle first. We're okay with them going wide. Okay, they find a midfielder, fine. Yair is stepping, good. Make sure when we step, guys, other people are covering. Okay, we should have good pressure cover balance, and be careful of the 10s running. That will happen versus LA Bulls. They will have the 10 run. Okay, fine. Rex, try to force them to not go to the weak side center back. And same thing with you, Chimino, should be in here. Okay, now you have an opportunity to maybe press it, and maybe they won't think about playing that pass. But Rex, that's on you partly because you got to be about here. We're okay with it going into this center back. That center back, now we have to run. Okay, fine. We reset up. Okay, we're cutting off the lane. Fine. Same thing here. We're kind of just letting this person run. Damien, you have to switch. Okay, so get a little bit more central, maybe even dropped into here. So instead of being right on the player, dropped in where you can still press this player, and now you're blocking the lane as well. Okay, we don't want this happening where they can just run through us. Okay, we'll let it play out a little bit. Okay, in terms of our shape right now, though, this looks decent. The only thing I'd say here, Nate, is definitely don't know where this player is right now. You're watching the ball, you're a little high. Okay, this person is looking to get in behind you now. And look, that's exactly what they look for. Obviously, not a great ball, but we have to be very, very careful that they're going to look to get in behind you. Okay, in our build again. Okay, good. Fine. We play into Yair. Okay, fine. Once again, this is where we can maybe use Seb. Seb, this is potentially a moment where maybe we don't find Joe because Joe is going to be pressured. This is when Roman, you got to be active, maybe getting into a little bit more of a better space. Can we have Seb maybe find Roman and we just pivot through there again? Okay, make them run around. So here now, Roman opening up into here. So now Seb can find you here. Obviously, it's still close. Obviously, it's still a little bit dangerous. Even if you don't feel good about this, Roman, say you get the ball back and it doesn't feel good, clear it. That's okay. Okay, now we get stuck on the side. That's okay. It's going to happen. Okay, once again, Seb, if you feel like there's danger here, because I believe you play it to Nate here, this is maybe not the best pass. It's okay to hit it long. Let us reset again. Okay, fine. We play into him. Okay, once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players all covering us here. Let's look to go long. Let's skip. Okay, this is a moment where we're not going to be able to play anymore. Okay, we try to play, we lose it. Okay, and now they're countering us. So, guys, find ways to maybe just understand the situation where maybe we just got to go long. Fine. Good, fine. We're shaped up for the most part. Once again, look, so Nate, body is facing away. Yair's facing away, Joe facing away. So you can't even see these people right now. Okay. No one can see these people right now. Okay. I would open up my body. We kind of talked about the corners. It's almost like a diagonal. So you can see both. That's going to help you. Once they make the run, obviously you're going to run with them and change your shape of your hips. But in this moment, we have to be able to see them because right now we have no idea. And look, okay, we followed him in the end, but if he made a quick movement, Nate, you were in trouble. If he made a quick one, you were in trouble there. Okay, luckily they all went to the front post, so now that's easy for us. Okay, and we clear. Good, we're going. Awesome. Make sure we're getting up the field. Everyone's got to get up here. Okay, let's close down the field. Good. Chimino does a good job of driving. Okay, Miguel, obviously it was a counter, so maybe you weren't going to be able to get that width, but I would start your runs wider. I would even move into the space here so he can just find you. Okay, you keep running here. And the issue is if you run here, there's not much space. Okay, you're running right into 16. So go wider, wider, wider. So that was better. At the end, you started getting away, which was good. He was offside. Rex, that one you were offside. Okay, in our press again. Good, we're covering. Okay, Miguel's got a good position for the most part. He can intercept this middle pass. Okay, Damien's here. Good. Okay, good. We forced them long. Fine. Nate, once again, a little bit too tight in this moment. Okay, starting behind him. You can start behind him. Now, if the ball gets played, obviously we can step in front and win it. But if you start same side as him, now it turns into a problem like this, and now we get beat. Okay, so making sure we start behind him and then work. Okay, anticipate when it's going into him or going long. Okay. And once we anticipate that, that's going to be a better moment for us. Okay. We don't want them getting in behind there, especially when we've just forced them long with good pressing. The biggest thing is we just want it to be almost a kick and hope for them, not necessarily an actual play now. Okay. We'll let it play out a little bit. Fine. Joe decides to go long. Fair enough. Okay. Rex, we need you chasing those down. Okay. Hunt like a dog there. Okay. And obviously in the game, it's going to be a little bit of Cade. Cade, hunt like a dog in those moments. Good. We win it. Chimino's running. Good. Chimino still has it. Now we relax. Okay. We've won it here. Good. Okay. Same thing here. Miguel is starting your run a little too narrow. It's difficult to find you here. Same thing with you, Rex. I would now start working wide. Give Damien as much space as possible. Okay. Good. Rex starts doing it. So Rex actually creates a lane for him because now they're not following. So they go. And if they did follow, they would just slip Rex. Okay. Perfect. We run. Damien actually does a good job. He gets a shot off. Okay. Miguel is doing a good job of trying to go in for the goal. Okay. Good. Okay. Make sure we're covering. Good. It plays on. Hey, if this gets played in quickly, once again, Rex, Damien, Miguel, maybe Miguel not so much because you have your player here, but still, you guys got to hunt like dogs. Okay. You cannot let this be the picture where they're just going to run at us and we're jogging. Okay. This has to be a sprint from everyone. Hunt like dogs. Good. Miguel's sprinting. Damien's on a half sprint. Okay. We do not want them running at us. Okay. So you're going to have to work hard in those moments. I know it sucks, but you're going to have to. Okay. Good. Rex is forcing aside again. Good. Miguel's in a good position. He's going central first. Once again, same thing. Okay, we just let him run, and now Rex is stopped, and no one's picking him up. So now it's just so easy, guys. Okay, break off. Okay, break off, Damien. So if we go back, and this goes for all the tens because this happens to everyone, by the way. Okay, start breaking off here. Start breaking off here now. Okay, so now he's forced to either play there or he's going to run into you. But we can't let him keep just running. Okay. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Oops. Okay, he gets the ball. Okay, good. Once again, we did a good job here moving it. Okay, once again, they're sending a lot of numbers, guys. Look at this. They're sending tons of numbers. Doesn't mean we bail on the build. Okay, once again, in how we do this, maybe Miguel's not going to be in there. Miguel start higher once again. Okay, we're closing down our space here. Now, once again, for Seb, if we are going to use Seb here, we're going to have to be active with Roman. And then once again, Joe get wider. Joe get wider. Obviously, it's a little bit dangerous, obviously, in terms of our build, but if you got to start wider so this person can't get too close. Because look, now this person's able to come close here. And now it makes it tough for Seb. It makes it really tough for Seb. Seb, instead of finding Joe, can we find Roman? And Roman being active, okay, getting into this middle so they can use you as a pivot. Okay, boom, find the pivot there. And now we have tons of space to either clear or go forwards. Unfortunately, we missed that one. Luckily, Roman bails us out. Okay, I like that we're trying to build though, guys. And once again, okay, in this moment, if Nate gets higher and you pull this person away, once again, we can have even Diego come into this space. Okay, so we give Yair a different shape to play, or even Miguel, who's a winger, can get into that space. Okay, so get higher into here, and also it just gives us an option if we decide to go long. Okay, I wanted to point this one out because I thought this was actually you guys did it on accident, but it was actually a good adjustment. So take a look at what we look like right now. We look like a back three right now. And then obviously Buddy's a little higher. We have our two midfielders in Seb, and I believe that's Diego right there. Once again, Miguel in this position, get higher. We want you higher. Don't drop in so far. Okay, good. Now this makes this so much harder for them to press. Okay, now obviously this happened a little bit on accident. When we want to use this, when they're a two, okay, the reason why they were a two in that moment was because this guy is the actual nine, this guy's the winger, so they're pressing 2-2. This person stepped off to come press you guys, meaning Buddy's wide open. Okay, we got a little lucky to get out of that one. Okay, we just got to recognize it early because I think we can hit this here. I think we can hit this when it's coming here. He's already cheating. I think we can maybe even look for that or play Roman, or guys, if it's a little bit unrealistic, go long. Okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But once again, midfielders, we got to continue being active. Right now, Seb's doing a lot of the work. Okay. Diego and Xavi and any eights, don't be afraid to come drop down and help as well. Okay. Right now, we're getting ourselves caught a couple of times. And guys, make sure we're scanning early. Like this is a moment where maybe I can't tell what the distances are here. So maybe it's a little too tight, but this is where maybe we could have played there into a bounce there, right? So just finding different moments. Okay, we'll let this play through. Okay, good. He comes back around. Good. Miguel can't get there, so he stays. Good. This is so much better. This is so much better here. So Damian starting his run towards this person. Rex is in position to now get on his player. Now this is way harder for them. This is way harder because now they couldn't find this person because he's running. Damian did a good job of screening and now stepping. And now look at this. Now Seb's able to come and press. We're in a really good position to come win the ball. Great. Awesome. Okay. That's really good from us. I really appreciate that. Good job. And now we've won it. Okay. We actually get a chance off this. Unlucky to miss. Okay. Good. Unlucky, but that comes from good pressing, guys. So good job. That's what happens when you press correctly. Okay. Show another press. Okay, good. Fine. They go back into there. Fine. So Chimino, start making your way towards the center back. Get closer. Okay, this is good positioning. Good. Miguel steps. Well done. Okay, Nate a little bit too far. Once again, staying behind him so he doesn't get behind you. But now that's too far. Okay, getting somewhere in the split, somewhere here. So now you can put pressure on that immediately. And then guys got a little bit lazy here, right? Not tight enough, not predicting where he's going. We lost this player. That's going to happen a little bit. Okay. Once again, they're going to break us sometimes, guys. We can't be perfect. And then, guys, I'm going to tell this to Joe and Yair. If you're going to do this, do not go opposite side center back stepping. Always the same side center back. Okay. With Joe stepping there, now there's a big gap on the other side. So look at this. So now Yair starts running there, but since he's running, he thinks he's the left center back. He thinks he's the right center back. Look at this. Wide open player. So guys, hey, gonna have to be a lot smarter with how we do that. Okay. Can't just go on, just can't go on runs. Okay. Just because we want to get involved in the play. That's the most dangerous part of pressing, guys, and building is when we get a little impatient and we want to do something. That's when they're going to catch you. Okay. We got very lucky. He slips. Okay. Because they were in on us. Same thing with Nate, right? Got to work way harder to get back. Okay, fine. Another press. Once again, Chimino getting inside here. So I would be close to the midfielders here. Okay, especially because he's already kind of inside. You can get really in here because he's not really that far. And then you have way more of an opportunity to press here. Good. Much better distances, Nate. And now that becomes a turnover, right? So good distances creates a turnover. Good job. That's better. Skip ahead a little bit. Say same thing. Okay. Be careful with what we do here. Okay. I get it. Maybe it was just on that play, but now we're in a weird shape where we have no one here. We have no shape. Okay. Just got to be careful of these moments. Okay. Because now we're forced. Okay. Yeah. Here, can we maybe look? Well done. Good job to go back inside. We go into Joe. Joe get wider. Take him away. Good. We go back again. Very nice. Make this person run. Okay. And as we do this, let's take some space. Good. Once again, Nate, got to get out here. Okay, so now we're creating space. Good ideas, though, from the boys. Well done. Great ideas in the end. Okay, but can we start higher in the first place? Let this run. Okay, fine. We play. Good. Fine. We decide to go long. We don't get there. Is what it is. Okay, we set up again, starting central. Okay, Miguel, I would start a little bit more central. Okay, fine. Cut the middle lane first. Well done, Miguel. Good. Rex is doing good pressing. Good. Find these moments, guys, where to step up in close space. Okay. Good. Same thing there, Nate. A little bit too close, right? We got to read the cue of when they start looking in behind, right? And this is where we have to look at the player. So look here. So look at your body position here. Okay. Turning away from him. Okay. So now you don't see him anymore. Okay. Keep yourself open. And once you see that run start coming, that's when you follow him. Follow, follow, follow. And it's got to be on the sprint. Okay. Because he's going to look to get in behind you. Luckily, Yair had good positioning and covered you. Once again, throw in, guys. Okay. Just got to do better on throw ins. Okay. One thing I'd say right here. Okay. We need one person behind both of these people. Okay. Who can you pull out? Outside back, midfielder. Okay. And then winger should be here, doubling whoever gets the ball. Does that make sense? Okay. So Miguel would be here. I would probably want Nate here, and then maybe a midfielder here, and then double. Okay. We still have 3 players there, and we just have to mark up here. Okay. This is too easy to get out of. It's a 2-3. We win 2v3 there. Okay. And that's why that was not successful for us. Okay. Defending a corner. Okay, fine. We send the 2. Okay. Hey, biggest thing in here is we have to compete more. Okay. We lost the battle here. Look, it obviously hits off a person, so it was a little bit of an unlucky one. Okay. Guys, set your feet 1v1 defending. Okay. There we didn't set our feet. He just went right by you. Okay. Set your feet. Good. We're stepping up. Make sure we get all the way up there, guys. Step all the way up. Make the lines short. Okay. Get all the way to that 18 if we can. Fine. And we just keep moving it. Fine. Once again, not on. Let's go long. Now this is why we're getting the wingers and the 9 to start more narrow, because there right now it's Rex on his own. If we're a little more narrow, I think we win a couple more of those long balls where if it doesn't work, we can win the long. So that's why we're adjusting that a little bit. Okay, once again, Chimino, like we said, we're adjusting this for us. Get in here, so now we can win that ball. Okay, good. This is good positioning. Potentially, this was all right from Miguel. He tried to win. Okay, Nate and everybody in general. Okay, we have to be careful if we step off our own player to step. So here, I'm okay with Miguel just dropping. In this moment, just drop. Okay, because he's going to advance, but we just have to stay in front of him. So just drop. Okay, because this person's running, just keep dropping, but stay central. Okay, and Rex, you better run your freaking ass off. You can't leave your player until someone trades off with you. You don't just leave. Okay, now, okay, they do beat us. Whatever, fine. Yair step to his player, great. Nate is coming here. Okay. Nate, if you can't win the ball there, I'd much rather him have to slow down because look, Miguel's already coming after him. So we don't necessarily have to step to this. So look, there's no way you're going to get there. Okay. This is when I would drop. Okay. This is when I would stay and protect because now there's a big gap. And Joe, I'd be getting a little bit more central here. Okay. So we can protect because now Nate, you leave your player and now they're in behind, right? They're looking for those moments. Okay. So, hey, we have to be a little bit more disciplined there. You get beat on a fast break. We want to just slow them down. Okay. We don't want to step too high when they have runners in behind because this is what happens. And now we have to deal. Good job, Joe, for handling the moment. And luckily, he was offside as well. Okay. Last few guys. There's like 4 or 5 more. Good. Miguel does a great job to press. Good. Diego does a good job to stay close to his man. Great idea. Start wider, Chimino, but that's a great idea, and that's a great idea from the ball. Good. We win it. We've worked hard. We've won it. Good. We find Rex. Okay. Guys, we have to take advantage of these moments. Okay. Chimino, Damien, even Diego here. I would be sprinting my ass off to get close, at least close to the box here. Okay. At least close. At least one helping and another one going in. And then Diego getting somewhere in here so you can help too. Okay. Don't be afraid to go to the goal. We have to be aggressive. So right now we've both kind of ended the play. We're not getting involved. We have to get more involved so we can find a cross and get in. Okay. In the end, we ended up getting something to go, but a little bit more urgency. And then even here, Nate, okay, I can get myself into here. Okay. We're okay in terms of our positioning. So get into here. So now if Miguel gets the ball, you can come win it. And we're totally fine here still. Okay, buddy, you got to work your ass off right now. Right now, you're going slow. Okay, we're big again. Good. Same thing. Good. Joe gets back in. Fine. We look like a 3. Okay, good. And the reason why this works is because they have a 2 right now. Okay, and this is why we're doing it with the midfielders as well. Okay, now that we're a 2, they're a 2, and we're a 3 right now. It's very easy to build around them. So now we build there. They step. Okay, fine. We just go back. Okay, he drops off again. Okay, we have spaces again. Okay, totally fine. And now Joe can go a little bit forwards. Good. And he drives past the line. Very nice. Okay, now you just got to release earlier. Okay, if it's not on, just put it in behind. Okay, don't get yourself into trouble. You don't have to. Okay, last couple guys. Fine. We just clear it. We just clear it to get up. Fine. Let's get our positions. We're getting up the field. We're organizing. Very nice. Okay, Rex is going. Good. Rex closes off. Good. Miguel's in a decent position. Good. We're stepping hard. Fine. Good. Much better positioning, Nate. So I hope you see that, Nate. Just a little bit difference in your positioning, okay? Good. We're close enough to cause pressure. Miguel's close enough where he can get pressure. This is good, okay? Right now, there's still enough space where you can recover here. And if they do play this, you're close enough where you can go win. Good. Very nice. Okay. Unlucky not to win it all the way. Good. Good. And this is good from Chimino. This is great from Chimino. It's the weak side. Now this is going to cause problems. So now if Rex goes, okay, stay Chimino. Good. They play it. Chimino's in. Good. Chimino does a good job. He gets unlucky not to win that. Okay. But that's much better. That's much better in terms of our pressing. And that's the closest we got to winning the ball there. So that's better. Okay. We got to keep working on that. Okay. But it looked better there. Good play from Diego. Good spin from Damian. Well done. Going to the weak side as well. Same thing, Chimino. Start your run a little bit wider. You're just coming a little narrow. It's just hard to find you in that lane. So if we play it one more time, good job, Diego again. Good job, Damian again. Good. Just there. This is a tough angle to find you because even if he plays it here, it's just a little tough because it's a wet, as you guys can see, it's a wet ground and it's so central. It's almost a straight on straight ball. If you start wider, if he puts it here, now you're running onto the ball. It's a little bit easier of a ball for you to get onto, right? And then guys, once again, lofting it a little bit more so it doesn't go straight to the keeper. But I do like the ideas, guys. The idea is correct. We just have to execute. Fine for Miguel. Once again, too easy to break us through. Okay, we have to do better there. Fine. Good, Yair. Well done. Okay, into the next one. Last one. Well done for Seb, bodying out. Good little play through the middle. Well done. Once again, same thing. Working your way up the field. Don't be walking. Get yourself up. We want to go attack. And same thing here. Unlucky. It was a good idea. Fine. Okay. If we're up further ahead, okay, we maybe stop this from even being them running at us, guys, right? Because look at this. Okay, they win it. And since we're all the way back here, we can't put any pressure on this. Okay, let's get closer to the play. And when we're attacking, guys, our back line needs to get up here. Don't give them time to counter us, guys. Don't give us time. We gave them so much time and we were dropped off so far that now we can't dictate the play. Okay. But guys, that's enough from me. Okay. Hey, once again, these are just things to improve on. Obviously, there's a lot of good too. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm only showing these because it was all bad. No, there are some really good moments. I'm just showing the ones that we need to improve on. And obviously, if this is something that you guys like, obviously we'll add more good ones in there too, where we're happy with it. Okay. And we'll go even more into detail. So let me know how you feel about this, boys. And guys, excited for the game tomorrow. Should be a good one. Obviously, we're going to have to put in a lot of effort if we want to win this game, but I think it's very much on the table for you guys. So boys, come in ready tomorrow. Make sure you guys get good sleep, good food, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good job.